Hi everybody, this is my before Stonewall vlog. I really enjoyed watching this movie. I watched it with my mother, which made the experience even better. It was her first time learning about the LGBT movement, history, and community, and I liked the video because it was my first time hearing firsthand experiences of growing up in the movement. I have never had speakers come into my classroom to talk about it, so it was a first for me, and I really enjoyed hearing the unique stories and their unique reactions, and whether or not they were a liberal social activist, they were a person that identified with the community and struggled just like everyone else, and to hear their stories was really fascinating. I'm going to talk about a few key moments in the film that expanded my thinking and helped me draw connections to other books that we have read for this class. The first of which was when Johnny Phelps spoke about the WAC battalion. She specifically said that the lesbianism was tolerated because they were needed. And I think that you see that similar idea in Women's Barracks by Tereska Torres, where, and though the world wasn't an accepting place yet, the women in the barracks still accepted Mickey, Ursula, and Claude despite their lesbian behaviors, because it was for France. They wanted, the women that were there because they wanted to be for France. That brought me back to the WAC battalion, and it made me ask the question, did the women in the WAC battalion that was 98% lesbian, did they decide to join and serve for their country and for the war, or to be in an accepting community? For many of those women, it was most likely their first time in a lesbian community that large, or any community that accepting of lesbian behavior. And women weren't drafted into the army, it was their choice, and so that's something that I questioned. Another moment in the movie that sparked my interest was at around 55 minutes and 48-ish seconds. Audre Lorde and Moao Adel Ajanoku come on screen and discuss racism in the gay community, and my mind automatically drifted to Bell Hooks' Feminism is for Everybody, where she discusses the racial divide in the women's liberation movement and in lesbianism in general. And it makes me wonder what would have happened if, at the time, lesbians and women in general did put aside their differences and put aside their white power and said, we are all lesbians, this is important. And I wonder if that would have helped push the movement forward because it would have gained more traction in the Black community, or if it indeed would have set it back because in order to get anything done, they needed to have a good face. And at the time, having a Black one was not good. They needed to show, like they said, when they all wore employable outfits when they picketed, to show that they were still respectable people, and being Black wasn't respectable. So I do wonder if having more Black faces, of having more interracial support would have pushed the movement along faster. On that note, they talk about how the gay movement really got a new voice and a new energy and power when the civil rights movement sparked. And as much as we like to think that all social activists love everyone and want rights for everyone, we also see that that is not true. It's why we've had to push for intersectional feminism, because people don't automatically see that there is ableism or that there is ageism. And one question I think I have for Black civil rights leaders is, do they resent the gay community for hopping on their civil rights bandwagon? Because, like they said, oppression is linked to oppression, and that's how everyone felt. But do the civil rights leaders think that the gay community slowed down their progress as a civil rights movement, again, with taking away from that respectable face? I like to think, we like to think that all of the leaders would have been, of course, everyone who's oppressed, everyone needs rights. But there's a reason that we divide up different identities, because specific movements need their own rights. And so that's a small question I have for the civil rights leaders, as hard of a question as that is to answer. All in all, I really enjoyed watching this film. It intrigued me. It made me want to learn as much as I can about the LGBT movement, its history, and its community, and I can't wait to compare that of the Amsterdam community to that of the American. I will see you all very soon.